right, fellas, Valentine's Day is fast approaching, and our next guest says that guys know that the right love note can guarantee them the best Valentine's they've ever had.
That sounds awesome, but how do you get that perfect letter for your lady? Well, Carew Papritz, the Cowboy Philosopher, is here to tell us how and even show us some examples of what not to do. And Carew, it's very clear that a lot of guys are super lost these days. They're trying to do everything digitally, but you're saying there's a simpler way to do it.
There is a simpler way. So I wrote this book called The Legacy Letters. Guess what? I should know a little bit about letter writing. And what I like to say, it's the 10-minute love letter, because if you can do anything for 10 minutes. You can be on your Facebook for 10 minutes, whatever it is. But let me tell you, you can write a love letter in 10 minutes that will absolutely knock her or his socks off, so to speak.
Well, and we did say, of course, you're going to teach us how to make the perfect love letter, but in order to do that, we almost have to do the do-nots of a love letter.
Yes. All right. Examples. Here we go. Yeah. I found this on the internet. Brandy. Roses are not a good symbol of love. Roses wilt. I will not give you a rose or even flowers. You smell better than flowers anyway. Our love is forever. Love you until the day I die, Chris.
Wow, well, he tried.
He
tried? You can give him that.
Yep. You can, but I would say that that's one of those negative, positive, negative.
Okay.
Bittersweet.
So I think we should go right into what makes a great love letter.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, I think, first of all, why write a letter? Okay? Because you don't want to write a love tweet, a love email, a love text. Why? Because you can't hold it. A letter embodies time. It holds the time. You take the physical paper, that you take the pen, you put it on there, and someone gets to hold it. It's a permanent record or a message. I tell people, are you really going to hold on to that love email for the rest of your life? No.
You get deleted. And you know what, Carew? It's funny you say that, because in my wallet, I actually have a love note from my girlfriend that she gave to me, and she wrote it on a piece of paper, and it's beautifully written, and it means so much to me that I open up my wallet and it's right there.
And you get to hold it and look at it every now and then, as opposed to something that's just filled with electrons.
Yeah, if you don't write it down.
That's a great way of putting it. So, the first thing we need to do is get to that sweet spot inside our head, inside our heart. We need to be able to close our eyes for a second and say, how do I think of this person? You want to get in that right mode. And that's, again, in the legacy letters when I'm writing to the children and the wife. I had to find that sweet spot, so every single letter would just, be emotional. And again, you can be inspired by that in thelegacyletters.com. Go there, find inspiration. But most importantly, let's get right to the heart of the action. Number one, 10 minutes, here we go. Grab a piece of paper out of your printer. Why? Because we all have paper in our printer. Yeah. Don't have to have a special card for it. Don't have to have a special anything. Again, guys, especially for guys, let's get this done. Number two, grab a pen, not a pencil. Grab a pen. Make it permanent. Dear so-and-so, I love, darling, whatever the case may be. Let's get that first line down, because a big white sheet of paper is scary. All right, now here comes the easy part. 3 things. That's all you have to do. Think of 3 things that your partner, your sweetheart, your darling does for you every single day. It's a little bit of a different twist, because the acts that we do every day for somebody are really the sort of the truest forms of love. So, for example, my wife loves her eggs poached just perfectly. So she says, I love the way you poach my eggs. And you can say something, or I love the way you're clean shaven. Again, men and women, you can just, flip it either way. You can say to your sweetheart, I love the way you sit with me during the Lifetime movie channel. Or I love the way you sit with me during the football game. The things that you may not do for anybody else, but you'll do for this person. I love the way you read to my kids, our kids, or whatever the case may be. Okay, we're done. 3 easy. You're 6 minutes into it. Sign it. I love you, and that's it.
Done.
Fold it over. Give it to him at that special moment. You don't have to ride in on a horse. I have to ride on a horse, but and give it to him.
Spray some cologne on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Or a kiss on it, or
Yeah, and the letters that are in your book, you call like a legacy life. Explain what that means when you talk about that.
A legacy life is sort of embodying what we're talking about. It's not so much what you are leaving behind, but as you're living in the moment.
Okay.
Okay. So again, writing these letters, you're not thinking about, hey, what can I get out of this? Although, being but you're going, gosh, this person means so much to me. I'm going to tell them that for whatever it is, I love the way that you do this such a simple thing, and I'll tell you what, that is the greatest gift you'll give to somebody on Valentine's Day. They will open it up, like your wallet. You look in there and you go, I did it. I got the best Valentine's gift in the world.
I totally agree.
I think that's great.
That's really
So
sweet.
too, yeah.
Well, you've really helped out the fellas, and like you said, they can definitely read more into your book and get inspiration into their own love letter. So we thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so
today.
much. An absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You get the book on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and thelegacyletters.com as well.